I'm in my mind, I think I'm caught up in this thing called life. 100 problems ain't a problem if one thing goes right. I don't even sleep sometimes, I just think all night. They moving shady, then in person say my future's bright. They tell me, Devin, you gon' make it, you just gotta keep pushing. How come when I give an opinion that's different, the people took it cause I'm different? Now they wanna be like me. If you're a groupie, you know different, so don't come by me. Remember, I go home with some music and sip high C, then go to school, flirt with the girls and then make high C's. And I'm switching up the rules and I'm switching.
Yo, what is up? This is BiceHD here, back from another video. Today in this video, I'm finally doing an unboxing that I've been waiting forever to do, and that is my new camera. So I've actually been saving up for this camera for a while now, and I was finally able to buy it with a kit lens. So there's still gonna be other lenses I'm gonna wanna get for that, so obviously I'll do videos when I get those. But for now, I just got a basic zoom lens. It's actually an 18 to 135 millimeter lens, so it's not the best for like wide angles, so it's gonna be a little hard for like filming up close like this, so I'll have to have the camera further back. But that lens is about $600, and it was only another $400 from just the camera to get this lens, so I went ahead and got it because I know I will want this lens later on down the road. And the other lens I'm gonna want is like $300, so that's not too bad. So I just went ahead and got the big lens, and then I'll get the wide lens later. So this is the Sony a6600. This is their best APS-C mirrorless camera, and the battery it has in it is actually their new Z battery. So this thing, I've seen people do videos where they can record 4K straight for like up to like 12 hours or something insane like that. So there's practically no record limit. Really, it just all depends on your SD card, which another thing people talked about, how there's only one SD card slot instead of two. But honestly, I don't really see it as a problem. Just get a bigger SD card. Plus, who really records like 12 hours straight? So without further ado, let's go ahead and open this thing up. It was actually supposed to come in yesterday, but for some reason I got delayed and it came in today instead. And the box is actually kind of beat up, so hopefully it's fine. If not, that's gonna suck. But let's go ahead and slice this thing open. And it does obviously shoot 4K. So this video, obviously I'll have footage from the camera. So this 1080p footage right now will be upscaled. So hopefully it doesn't look too bad. But it looks like the box is fine, which is good. So I'll get rid of that other cardboard box. So here we go. We have right here a6600, and obviously the lenses are E-mount. So I'm actually using the Sony camera now, but I won't be able to use those lenses. The reason why I went with this camera was because it has the best autofocus for 4K for like this price range. Because this, well, the camera alone is $1,400, but like I said earlier, it was $1,800 because I got this lens, a zoom lens, so that's why it was a little more. But let's go ahead and open it up. Very fancy, of course. We're gonna have a bunch of instructions. Oh, looks like I can get a prepaid MasterCard. I don't know how that works, but look at all these lenses you can get. That's insane. I would love to have a lens collection like that. So if you guys wanna help me fulfill that dream, then go check out the merch. All right, so obviously it comes with a strap, which I would never use. And then so here is the battery, the new Z battery, which this thing is a freaking beast. It will last forever. And then of course it's just normal charging through the camera. Here's the lens eye finder. And there's no pop-up flash on this camera. People were talking about how they didn't like that, but obviously I'm gonna be using this for video, so I'll be having good lights anyways. And well, you can't use that light for video anyways. So right in here is actually the body. So this camera is actually pretty small for what it is. So right here, this is what they're talking about. This is where the battery goes. So you just slide it in like there. And the cool thing with this new Z battery, oh, how do I close that? Oh, like that. Okay, I guess you have to manually slide that too. Cool thing about it is it adds a really good grip, so you can hold on to this. So the extra battery, well, not extra battery, the bigger battery provides a larger grip, and this is gonna annoy me. I'm probably gonna have to take that off. That's for the strap. But another cool thing about this, which was another good sell for me, was the screen actually pops up like this and then lifts up so you can actually see, so like a little vlogging style. But the only thing is the hot shoe plate where you will mount your shotgun mic, because I'm gonna get one of those, it would block it. So there's actually cages you can hook up to this to where it would push the shotgun mic off to the side so it won't block the viewfinder or the LCD screen. So I'm gonna end up buying one of those. So fold this back up like that. Obviously this is where the eyepiece goes, right there. So obviously no flash, just the hot shoe plate, which don't really care about the flash. So yeah, this camera is actually fits in my hand, and this thing is like a beast. So pretty crazy how they can compact stuff like that. And right here is the zoom lens. Put that to the side. So we'll unravel this. And oh, I don't know if I mentioned, but this has in-body stabilization. So that was a big sell for me. And this lens actually has steady shot in it as well. So when you combine the two of those, it's gonna look pretty smooth. It's not gonna be like a gimbal smooth, but better than one that doesn't have anything. So 18 to 135, so this has a pretty good zoom range. And of course it has autofocus and manual focus, which you can switch to on the lens, which is pretty cool. So let's move this box to the side. And so here's the lens. It's actually not too big. A bigger lens will actually look pretty cool on this camera, because I know there's some like pancake lenses which are like no bigger than this cap, which kind of make it funny, almost looks like a typical vlogger camera. So we're gonna go ahead and take this off. So there's the sensor in there, because this actually has pretty good low light. And then we'll do this lens right here, take that off. See right there, look how clean that is right now. Zero scratches, no dust. Line it up, then twist it like that. Now you have the lens onto the camera. And then let's see, hopefully we got a charge in that battery. So we'll pop this battery out. And I like how convenient it is. So like if it's on a tripod, and if you have to switch out a battery for some reason, you won't have to like take it off the tripod. And then the SD card goes right there, which kind of wish it was on the side. Like the camera I'm using now, you just like slide it like this and you can pop it off and right in. But I guess that's something that doesn't really matter, I guess. Just a small little thing. All right, so we're gonna slide the battery in. Hopefully it's got a little bit of a charge. Close it tight. Let's see, take this off. Oh yeah, look at that. And then if we want to put this cap on here, just to add some more length to it, like that. But honestly, I don't really think I would need that. So let's actually take that off. But here we go, moment of truth. Let's turn it on. And yeah, there's no charge to it. So I guess we're gonna have to plug this thing in and we'll be right back. All right, so I let it charge for a little bit, so now it's got some juice in there. So now what we're gonna do is actually go through and set this bad boy up. So let's turn it on. So there we go, we got the prompt. So English, gotta set area, date, and time. So, well, that's actually kind of cool. So I know that this is actually touchscreen, but I think it's just for the autofocus. So go ahead and put in our time zone. Okay, date format, month, day, year. Okay, don't know what this is for. Just do okay, I guess. Then take off this lens cap. So we're at 35% battery. So obviously there's no card on. So I can't really show the screen actually. Flip this back like this so we can, that's zoomed in all the way. And see, you tap on the screen to autofocus it. So there's the camera that we're looking through right now. Got a nice viewfinder. So we can go through and take pictures. Obviously it's not going to say if there's no SD card, so it's going to show the first one. But right now it's actually set on autofocus. So actually let's move this back down. This button to change from autofocus to manual focus, and then down for AEL. And right here you got all the different pictures modes. So let's go ahead and put it in movie. And then there you can change your settings. Change the ISO through here. So if you want to shoot in low light, but we'll go to auto. Change the exposure through here. So the display, you got the audio channels. We can actually twist with this. So let's keep it on iOS auto. And right up top, we can go do these different settings. I think these are like pre-settings. I don't know, I'm still gonna have to do my research. Not exactly sure what they do. So definitely gonna have to play around some more before I can show you the settings. So maybe I can save that for another video, but for now let me just show you. It's obviously the on and off switch, and then these are for the straps, so I'm gonna have to definitely take those off. Those are very annoying. Right down here we got this for the tripod. So right here is the screen I was talking about, how you can flip it up like that or just have it poked out like that. Clicks right in there back nice. And then right here, this is where you get to the audio jack, mic jack, and then you got your micro USB and then the charger. So you just slide it out like that. So I was kind of hoping that they had that for an SD card on here, but it's actually in with the battery. So we have to plop in an SD card in a moment just to get some shots on this, show you guys how it looks. This, not exactly sure what this does, so I still gotta really look into this. So here's all your settings, which people talked about how they wish it was touchscreen through here, but honestly really don't care. So there's 9 different pages for movies, so lots of stuff I really need to just sit down and figure out. So you can have zebra lines, grid lines. So basically this is all on the default. It's like I changed it to 4K. So I say we go ahead and plop in an SD card and let's get some shots. And then maybe later down the road I will do another video explaining more of this camera, because I'm really gonna sit down and learn all the settings and stuff, because there's definitely a lot to learn about this camera. But with that being said, let's go ahead and show off some of the shots that we can do. Alright, so this is being shot in 4K, and I'm zoomed all the way into my eye. I'm right here. Zoomed all the way in. You can actually see my contacts and even my pores on my skin. But this is in 4K. So I got this natural light behind me, so it's kind of blowing out my face, but it actually is doing a pretty good job of still picking it up. So if I were to move it with the natural light behind, holy crap, that looks insane. Let's actually move up this tripod. So once again, this is the natural light we are working with. The windows aren't even open. Oh my gosh. This is insane. Like, holy crap, this looks so good. You know what? I'm actually going to grab the other camera just so we can show side-by-side difference, because that one, the low light sucks. This one, it's just insane because I have it on. Let's see, if I come up close, see how it just tracks my eyes? Like, this is 4K autofocus. Like, the crazy thing is in 1080p, the autofocus looks better. So I'm actually looking at the LCD screen now, but I'll look just at the lens, but absolutely insane. So the ISO is actually auto, so it just like picks it up on its own, but look at this. So I'm gonna zoom in all the way. So this is zoomed in all the way, and look at that. How it just quickly picks up my eyes. Because Sony has this technology where it just focuses on my eyes, and oh my gosh. This just looks crazy. I mean, look at that. Alright, so let me get my other camera and just have it side by side, and you're probably not even gonna be able to see me. It's gonna look like all shadowy with the other one, but let's go ahead and grab it. Okay, so I got the other camera. I've got the tripod thing on here, and this is a DSLR, so that's why you're gonna listen when it goes to autofocus. Well, of course it doesn't do now, but there we go. You're gonna hear it changing, so that's why it's really loud. That's why I never use the autofocus on here, or when I do, I use a mic. For this, I'm just testing out the onboard audio for the a6600. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna put the other one on like this. Just recording mode, everything is on auto. We're recording on this now. Got it set up on the tripod, and this is what it looks like. So here's the 6600, and then here's my DSLR. So obviously might be a huge difference in which one looks better. So this one, as you can see, it took a while to focus. This one, right on cue. And of course this is 4K, this is 1080, but still, this just definitely needed a new camera. So another crazy thing is, I'm actually gonna show, because all of my stuff in here is like black, so it's gonna be hard to pick up since it's so dark, and with the lighting here is not the greatest without my lights on, because it's meant to light up this direction, not this direction. So the DSLR, I honestly cannot film this because it just completely doesn't show up anything. So let me actually grab this, and this is me filming the stuff. So as you can see, this is my monitor. I got cables, the desk. Just nothing gets picked up with this. Everything is just blacked out. So let's go ahead and switch over to the 6600 and basically just do the same pan shot just like this, which we just did on DSLR. So we'll swap over. And now when we film this, you can actually see the break and stuff. You can see the reflection of my foam tiles on this desk, because this desk is actually shiny a bit. You can see my monitor. You can even see the reflection of the glossiness in my monitor with the 6600. You can see my cables broken away from my desk. You can see everything. Nothing is hidden. You can see all the, like, I can't even see this stuff with my naked eye, and you can see the light coming in reflecting off this. So it's safe to say that now I can actually film stuff in here, and look at this, like all the colors just pop. It just looks so good. Like, look at this. Here's my SD cards and some old batteries for my point and shoot camera, which is also Sony. So you could tell I'm actually a Sony fan. Well, that's actually kind of blown out, but so yeah, it's safe to say that this camera, I'm gonna try and do vlogger mode. It's not gonna look good because it's a zoom lens, which is why I'm gonna need a wide lens. So as you can see, I actually got my hand extended all the way. So it's actually better than that lens. That lens is actually as wide as it can go compared to this one. So they're side by side, so we'll switch back and forth even if the DSLR is out of focus. But what I want to do is, now that I got this hood thing right here, which can go right on top of the lens, I'm actually going to do it right here in front of this camera. Hopefully it's not too out of focus. So we got this red line, which we will put on and turn until it snaps. So now it's got this hood thing, so adds some more length to the camera. But this is so when you're shooting outside, so like in here, I don't think it's gonna make a difference. So put it back on here. So I guess I could switch back and forth from when I had it on and off, but this is not gonna make a difference, more for outside. And I think it's, well actually, I'm acting like I know what I'm talking about, but honestly, I really don't know what that does. So I'm gonna have to look into that because I don't know what I'm talking about right now. I don't wanna make up anything, but geez, this camera is insane. Because like the autofocus, that's why I got it, just because it tracks your eyes. Like look at that, that is absolutely insane. I'm trying not to look at the LCD screen, but that is just insane. And this is in 4K. Like most cameras, they have pretty good autofocus. Like I know Canon has a really good autofocus for their cameras, like the ESOR. I was looking at that, but just it doesn't work well in 4K. And if I'm gonna get a camera, I'm gonna want to shoot in 4K as opposed to 1080. So yeah. And honestly, I just realized, I don't know how I'm gonna match these up because the DSLR is shooting 60 frames because it's 1080. 6600's 4K 30 frames, so it's not really gonna match up too well, so I'm gonna have to get creative with that. But anyways, I think that concludes our test. Well, it's not even a test, it's just to show off why I need a new camera. You can't compare these two. They're just, no, they don't compare. So mirrorless versus a DSLR from, well, this DSLR is probably from like 2010, so. Well, that's probably when we bought it. It's probably from the early 2000s, so definitely time for an upgrade. Okay, so we're back in the little recording area and we're on the 6600. So now we are in 4K and hopefully my head fits in here. So I'm gonna flip up the screen. We're gonna come around here and let's see. So yeah, I got it angled down a little too low, but it's still got enough headroom. But yeah, so the autofocus, testing that out, tracking my eyes, see how it does. Obviously this is all onboard audio by the way still. So let's see, we'll angle this up just a tad bit more. Like that. So, but now it's kind of angled up on me, but not too bad. So let's see, let's actually zoom, to keep it exactly how it is, but zoom in all the way. So we're going to zoom, zoom, zoom. And right now it's out of focus. There's nothing for it to focus onto. But if we go right in front of it, let's see, it's not quite picked myself up yet. Let's see if I put my hand out here and tap the screen a little further away, like that. Now let's see if it'll pick me up. Can't quite tell, but I think it has picked me up. Kind of need to tap the screen, so I think there's an app. If I can do that, maybe that will help me focus, which I'm pretty sure there is, so I just gotta figure that out. But right here, it's hard to tell, but I think it is focused. And that was my little zoom test for indoors. Alrighty guys, so this video is probably gonna take a few days to film just because I want to get some shots on here. So this outro is actually filmed obviously the same day. But just wanted to, wow, this thing's actually pretty light. Or well, it's kind of heavy duty, but lighter than I would have expected it to be. But anyways, hope you guys did enjoy this video. I look forward to having videos with this camera. Obviously I was gonna do one of my MacBook because I've had that thing for a while now, and then my updated gaming setup and all that stuff. I just wanna get some more shots of like everything now that I have a real camera. So yeah, I've been wanting this for the longest time, been doing my research for months, so it feels good to finally have the camera in hand. So I'm really looking forward to getting some shots because right now I haven't even turned this camera on yet as of recording this, so you guys have seen the footage before me. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay tuned for unboxings for accessories for this. Please go check out the merch so I can, you know, afford more stuff. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Bye.